Good morning and welcome to the Maserati that is now complete. Here's the engine bay. This is a Formula 1 derived V8, 4.7 litres, 323 kilowatt, 440 horsepower on the old money. And it's Formula 1 derived, but obviously detuned and made street usable, I guess you could say, street friendly. So we've had time constraint on this car, but we've done the best we can, and I think we've ticked all the boxes with this car, because the main focus was the paint. Let's put this bonnet down, which it's had some paint done by AA Panelcraft, and they've done a fantastic job with the car. The colour is flawless, no matter which angle you look from, it is the same. So we've had to get the original panels up to scratch to meet the flawless repairs, and so we've done the bonnet, made that look really nice and clear and crisp, and then we've actually gone around and refined the parts that have been painted, which is sort of this left side and the rear, some of the right side, up the roof. We've gone along and made that as nice as we can within the time. Cleaning up, making it clear and crisp, just making the car look beautiful. It is a beautiful car. It's a Pininfarina design car. The colour has a very R34 GTR Millennium Jade look to it, doesn't it? If you're familiar with your JDM cars, Japanese cars, it's very similar colour, and it really suits the liners of this car. It was because this is the top model within the Quattroporte family tree. Thought to be only one of two in the country in this particular spec, there's only two colours. This colour was one of them. I forget the other colour, what it was now. So this is a rare car. I mean, Quattroportes, you see them around, but they're not a car you see every day anyway. So this one is quite special. And to be able to work with this car and get it up to a certain level has been very rewarding. It's just been nice to just take in the design elements of this car and appreciate the engineering that went into it to make it the GT luxury car that it is, because it has this racing engine and gearbox majored to a luxury saloon or sedan. So the shifting arrangement of the gearbox is very interesting. When you start off, it's not so bad. I wouldn't say bad, but it's not so complicated. If you're not used to the system, once you get used to it, it's fine. But so here it's got a reverse gear that's been retrofitted to the box, because obviously a Formula 1 car does not have reverse. So you've got to lift this little lever and pull it back down, make sure it's in neutral, which you do with the paddles, which I'll explain in a minute. And then you can go into reverse. There's no give in. It's very on and off, so it's quite interesting to drive and get used to. And then once you've done your reversing and turning, you go to the paddles, you go neutral, and then you lift this stick again and push it in drive. And you can either use the paddles, or it actually will do it automatically. So it's a manual gearbox that's sort of been turned into an auto. If you remember the E46 M3 had that similar system. It's hydraulically controlled, and then if you sort of want to roll up to an intersection, then you pull it to neutral, and because the owner was telling me that the clutch is always engaged, it's always doing something, so it actually curbs the wear on the clutch if you pull it into neutral when you stop somewhere or you're rolling up to an intersection. So it's been interesting to learn about this car, the engineering and the technical stuff about it. And it's also, this part's very similar to a V8 supercar or even a GT car. And so to stop the car finding reverse in a V8 supercar, for instance, you need to get the sequential box to neutral, and then pick up the lever and push it into reverse. So this is a similar system: pick up the lever, put it into reverse, it's the other way around, and then do the same to get it back into gear once you've gone to neutral again. So it's very cool, very cool that a car like this exists. It's become less and less these days, even though this car is a little bit older now. But yeah, very cool to be able to work with a car like this. So if you have a similar vehicle that needs a bit of preparation for a show, or it needs a bit of love in the paint department, leather department, engine bay department, undercarriage, wheels, then I'm more than happy to hear from you. We can work out a plan for the car, because what we do is we work out plans for cars. We don't sort of have one size fits all approach. It's all very bespoke, and you know it's as much or as little as you want to do. So until the next video, stay safe and see you soon.